Hi guys, this is Sky, and this is Sky's Intuition, and this is the Gypsy Hobo reading for the collective YouTube channel. There will be another one done on Patreon, so let's have at it. Divine, thank you for the light that you shine upon me. May it shine through me and be a shield of protection, protecting me from any and all enemies and adversaries and those that come against me, from any and all toxicity and any and all my oppressors and those that try to block me from my success and my purpose. Thank you for consoling anybody who is in need at this time. And again, thank you for the clarity and the channeling. Man, I've seen a lot of like weird cards pop up, like greedy treasure, kind of stuff. Look, there's no extra message other than what the divine's going to give us. So usually the Gypsy Hobo readings are 20 cards. I say usually, they always are, really. Okay, let's see. Divine, 20 cards, Gypsy Hobo. First card out is celibacy. So there are some of us who are practicing celibacy right now, or maybe you have been. Collective. I know I'm kind of solitary, for the most part, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not. I haven't bothered with anyone in years. Not in years. Swingers and swappers. How does that go together? Celibacy and swingers and swappers. So is there somebody who like maybe myself, you're celibate and somebody is trying to accuse you of being a swinger and a swapper? Are you a swinger and a swapper? Oh, we have Psalm Chapter 5, verse 12. This is one of the earlier ones. Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield. So maybe you were protected, your celibacy protected you from these swingers and swappers. Sometimes you just got to cut it off because it ain't no good, like, what do they say? Tasty on the lips, forever on the hips. You gotta watch it. Southeast. Someone in the Southeast is involved or something about the Southeast. And this is a lot of ish. Someone in the Southeast maybe talks a lot of ish. Got a lot to say. Oh, and there goes my phone just went ring. Judge. Somebody's being judged as celibate or something about a judge. Swingers and swappers, yuck, yuck, LOL. Somebody thought something was a joke, maybe saying that you were a swinger or a swapper. Maybe because you were celibate, or maybe this person. I don't know. I don't know. Father, a father, surely, Lord. Somebody was shielded from some father that like to like to swap and swing. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to read too much into this right now. Arizona, Southeast Arizona could be significant, okay? Or a father in Arizona. Somebody may have a father in Arizona. I don't know. We'll have to see more. A lot of ish. Minnesota. Wow. Hardly ever get Arizona next to Minnesota. That's wild. That's got to mean something, right? Are they maybe football teams? I don't know. First Peter chapter 4, verse 10. It says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Doesn't it? That's pretty standard, right? Be kind and all that stuff. False marriage certificate. Oh Lord, somebody as a joke. Somebody here has a false marriage certificate. Somebody maybe who was a judge or acted like a judge. Lord, I don't know. What is this? As a joke? Seduction. Somebody seduced a father, or a father seduced someone here with this fake marriage certificate. Web address. They got it off of a web address. What? In Arizona? What? Or Minnesota? What is this? What the heck? One of the cards just went flying. I'm not going to go too crazy because they always. Oh, there they are. They didn't really fall on the floor. They were like stuck between something. But they. What is this about, Divine? Lincoln Street. So I don't know if you could see that, but I don't. Lincoln Street could be in either Minnesota, Arizona, something about a web address. I don't know. Vermont. Vermont is on the board. Each of you, these are states we rarely see. Arizona I see more often, but each of you should use whatever gift you have. Vermont. A mule. Somebody here was either slow to act or they were a mule. They were more of a worker, somebody who brought something like cargo or contraband. Something they were used to bring something. Vermont. I don't know. Is there somebody in a fake marriage or David? There's a David here. Vermont Mule David. Seduction with David. And then we have Psalm 127, verse 1. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain. So I really do think this might have something to do with a fake marriage. And this is like, unless it's an official marriage, it's not considered, like unless God, like, I have to say, even though it didn't work out for the long haul, I was married I was married in a Catholic church. And so, they do a lot of bit about God, bringing these two together. But not everybody gets married that way, and not everybody is Catholic or Christian or whatever. So whatever is the overseer of what you would have thought, would give permission for this, it's saying that unless the Lord okays it, it's not okay. Somebody here was used to bring something to David. David may be the one in the false marriage certificate. I don't know. But it's saying that it's false, not only here, but here. Psalm 91, verse 10. There shall no evil befall you, nor any plague or calamity come near your tent. So you are protected. And I think if you are on Lincoln Street, even the more so, because somebody is abusing their power here with this false marriage certificate, and it may have something to do with North Carolina. I'm just saying, I could be wrong. Divine, thank you for this Gypsy Hobo reading. Now, just so that you guys know, I've been to Arizona a few times. I love Arizona. Um, I just am the type of person that, like, it would be hard for me to. I was invited to move out there, and I should have the first opportunity I got, because since that time, although I love it there, I don't see myself living there, you know. Um, although it's beautiful. It's just majestic. The mesa, the mountains, and all of that just makes you feel so soulful. Um, going to Sedona and all of that. It's amazing. Um, but anyway, I always envisioned that one day I would take a workshop to Arizona. I even inquired about it at one time, to take a group to Arizona on like a mini retreat, where I'd get to do some meditations and stuff with people, with a group. But it didn't come to pass. But it's not saying that it never will. What is this? But a lot of these places, I don't, Minnesota, I'm not familiar with, and the only Davids I've ever known in my life have both passed away, and one was called Dave, didn't go by David, and the other one, very interesting, but they passed on as well. Celibacy. So someone here, celibacy, freedom from trauma, something when is practicing celibacy to, while they heal. I'm believing, as well as freedom. My throat chakra is getting a little raspy, but it's like they're freeing themselves from some kind of trauma, and they're not really engaging physically with anyone. They're celibate, not emotionally, not another person. Swingers and swappers. Somebody here, an alarm went off. Maybe you became alerted that somebody here um was involved with maybe more questionable, what was I gonna say? Questionable kind of activities than you were accustomed to, swinging and swapping. Maybe this happens at midnight or something for some reason, like midnight parties. I don't know what they are. I'm just hearing it. Never been to one, don't know. I've been to a midnight mass, though. Those are really pretty. And I've been to a midnight wedding. That was one of the, I think that still think that was the most, and even though they didn't have dinner, they had every kind of hors d'oeuvre you can imagine. To me, it was one of the most elegant weddings I'd ever been to. And the only wedding I caught the bouquet. Who was the bridesmaid, never a bride. No, I shortly after that got married. Surely, Lord, you are being protected right now from this influence. Great reset. You see, something here that alerted you, that made you go, hey, wait a minute. There's something ain't right. Something alerted you that something didn't feel right. Great reset here. The divine said, what's the southeast? Confession. Somebody in the southeast is maybe confessing, or uh claiming to do so, because we don't know. A lot of ish, because a lot of ish is sitting right there next to it. So what are they confessing to? Are they confessing that they're exposed? Ooh, they confessed a lot of stuff, possibly because they were exposed. Here's this judge. Here come the judge. What's the judge have to say? Hit and run. Oh my gosh. Straight up now, tell me, do you want? Did somebody blame you for a hit and run? What? I don't know. Or was somebody in a hit and run? LOL. Yup, yup. This is something with a government agency. What the heck? Somebody that works for the government thought it was funny. Maybe a father figure or somebody who was maybe, I'm just trying to figure this out here. This person may have, let me make sure I put those where they belong. This person may have been somebody's father. Like somebody's father may have been a judge involved in a hit and run. What the heck? Strategy. This was some father's strategy. Arizona. Somebody was in network to something in Arizona. Minnesota. Sold their soul. Somebody from Minnesota. I keep getting Minnesota Vikings. I don't know why, but somebody in Minnesota sold their soul. All right then. Maybe they did it online to some place in Arizona or some group that their headquarters are in Arizona with the 5G there. Father strategy could be somebody like Father, Carlos Sangria. I don't know, but it could be somebody that runs a cult. I'm just saying, I'm not being particular, but somebody also may be laughing. The government may be laughing because that something was set up here, or somebody's laughing at the government. Not because they strategized on something here. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Be loyal to, it's almost like saying be loyal to God or what God deemed. This is going to blow up this false marriage certificate because it's not loyal. They're swinging and swapping and stuff. Seduction. Cryptozoology. Somebody here's seduction techniques are animalistic at best, it appears. They might be a husky person, big, awkward, walk kind of awkward. Something here. Web address. Web address, rumors. So somebody talking about this network in Arizona. There's rumors about this Lincoln Street rival. Some rival. People are talking about them online. Lincoln Street. My friend, somebody here has a rival, possibly on Lincoln Street, or somebody who sees themselves as competing with them. Lincoln Street could also be like Lincoln, the President Lincoln. This could have, isn't President's Day coming up, or has it just passed? I don't know. Vermont, I don't pay attention to a lot of those things. Somebody abused their power, possibly this judge. Vermont, somebody's getting haunted in Vermont. Paranormal activity of some kind. those New England states are kind of witchy areas, aren't they? Yeah. Somebody was doing something here in Vermont and giving it to like some ghost, never surrender, to somebody to carry David, some ghost or something paranormal. David tightening the rope on David here. To tighten a rope on David, unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. This is family. So this is something that's not ordained. So it fell apart. It's something that wasn't ordained. It wasn't natural. There shall no evil premeditated. That somebody had premeditated to harm you, because it says there shall be no plague or anything. This is by court order because somebody had premeditated to do something, possibly to burn down your house, possibly with a friend, possibly a friend who was a con man, some kind of assault they were doing with cursing with a voodoo doll and stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, alrighty then. Let's see. Something about now also too, this could be a father who wasn't really married or something here. Something is going to explode and it's going to knot this David person up. I don't know who David is. I have no clue. But something that's being brought to them is going to bind them into this fall. It's going to attach them to this fall, to this family dynasty or something here that's falling apart. What is this freedom, celibacy, trauma? This is family. Somebody had a traumatic childhood or upbringing in the family, and maybe they just, you went deep into your trauma, because sometimes you have to do that. You have to own it first in order to heal it. And maybe you did that. And suddenly you realize that something here wasn't right. That it was I think for a lot of you guys, I'm getting the feeling it was revisiting a family trauma here. And you were alarmed that this mature man was maybe involved in swapping partners and all of that, that they weren't only possibly attracted in you for you, but also for the other men that they hung out with. I'm getting great reset, something about it. Great reset, like this, like at the least of it, they wanted the men that they hung around with to know that they got a good deal if they got you. At the most of it, they wanted to make sure that the other men wanted to F you. And maybe that, so this way, something about that, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Great reset. But something happens here. Your honor, you decided to take a step backwards and see this for what it was, and then you moved forward. Southeast confession. Somebody in the southeast has to confess to something. Looks like a path here. They're having a come to God moment, or come to my higher God moment, deity, whoever, what one believes in. A lot of ish, exposed a lot of ish. Somebody here exposed a lot of stuff. Maybe something was exposed about this family getting some unexpected income. Are you getting some unexpected income from a family? Maybe they're telling somebody that you're talking a lot of ish. I don't know. Let's just say, Divine, can you give me, what is this? House. Somebody here's exposed that they spoke a lot about a house or a home or they're confessing something about a house. What's this judge with the hit and run? Oh, 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 are you just having fun? Oh, I see here. This person judged you as or somebody here as a hit it and quit it. This person was expecting to get a large sum of money from a government agency, a large sum of money, great fortune. Somebody here was getting a large sum of money from the government. That was their strategy. Their strategy maybe was to get somebody pregnant and never marry them so they would go on welfare and this way they could grip it and out of their life. You know, people that's a job in of itself, figuring out how to never have to get up and go to work and earn your own living. So this strategy got this person cut off here. Or maybe somebody had thought that they were going to get money from this person after they hit it and quit it, that they were going to make them a father, and their strategy didn't work. What's this Arizona 5G? Sudden wealth. Somebody may have a mine. I'm just saying, like some kind of mine that they invested in Arizona, and it may be yielding some profits. Sudden wealth, Arizona, Minnesota. What is this soul in Minnesota? Yeah, somebody embraced a different path maybe and sold their soul. Something having to do with Minnesota. I don't know exactly what, or someone may have been from Minnesota. Maybe you were loyal to this person, faithful stewards. You were faithful to at least to your creator, you know, faithful steward, speaking for the divine. Somebody is speaking from the grave about a death here, that they were loyal about something here having to do with an ending. Nuclear, fake marriage certificate. This is going to blow up. This is poverty. Somebody's fake marriage certificate is going to put them in poverty here. They possibly said they were married to someone and they passed away, or they were married to you, because here we have the main female is seducing somebody that they feel is an animal. They don't even like being with this person. They just want their money or something here. What? Web address, rumors. Now this person is in despair because it's on 5G that this person had money, but they don't have no money. This was all funny money. Like LOL, it's a joke. This was a LOL joke. Rival. This person may be becoming a father, and you know, this money is not forthcoming here. Rival here on Lincoln Street, so they might also be with somebody else who lives on Lincoln Street. You know, this person wanted stability, so they figured if they got pregnant, they would have a father to their child, or they would take this person to court or whatever it was about, but it would somehow make them comfortable. They sold their soul to some demon for this. And I don't think it's working out the way they thought it would, because this person's going to a rival on Lincoln Street, and this person's in distress. So I don't know that it's working out. Paranormal. Somebody's moving out of a house in Vermont because there's they're getting paranormal activity in the house. A mule, never surrender. This is somebody trying to get a message to you, a mule from a David, something about a rope, main female and a David, something tied together. Now, I'm beginning to wonder if somebody didn't get a fake marriage certificate with you married to somebody named David that you don't even know. Somebody you don't even know. Let's see, what's his family dynasty? House. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain. This is a family house, like dynasty. A few families have lived in this home, or this is a family home. Premeditated. This gift. Something about a gift is premeditated here. Or because something was premeditated, now you're being given this gift. Mature woman, somebody here, it was concerned about money, and then they got a message that they thought that someone here was tied to a wealthy man who was faking that they were getting some sudden money and they were really in poverty. Mature woman. That's what it says. So let's see. But what, I guess they shouldn't have lied about it, but if nothing else, it's nobody's business until somebody puts a ring on it, how much money you have or you don't have, you know? I would never want that to be like a thing. If that's a thing, then, because I don't plan on taking anybody, so I don't want it even brought up that somebody would think I would, you know? You can any man I've ever dated, they've said I've been as actually the opposite, you know? I used to give more than what I ever got. Not no more. Somebody is free from this prison and this family, this trauma that this family was doing to them. They're free. I'm seeing prison here, or somebody in the family may go to prison because of, let's say, no, I don't see it that way. I see somebody as free. They were imprisoned by this family. Maybe you were healing. Mature man, or somebody was imprisoned by this family. Somebody was consoled by a mature man, and they were introduced to swinging and swapping. Go figure. There's always somebody that breaks you in, right? High honor. This might have been somebody who was looked up to. So, you know, high honor. This person's constantly redoing their life. They're constantly, you have a constant shield, and somebody else is constantly starting over here. Highway and passion. Yeah, somebody was hoping. Somebody from the southeast was hoping maybe to be forgiven if they confess something. What, I don't know. And has to do with this house that they're going to expose. This person is in despair because they did this all for a house. A lot of ish is being exposed. A lot of BS, maybe. Stuff that's not true. What's this judge that's in bad health? Over a baby? Over a baby. Somebody who is in bad health is being judged as being the father of a baby? What? And somebody's expecting a lot of money. Oh, I see. I see. It's somebody claiming they're hoping to get a large sum of money that I don't know what the government has to do with it, but some message. They might be expecting like a government subsidy or something through the government based on somebody being the father of their child. Here we have this strategy's being cut off though. Why is this strategy being cut off? Oh, because of this wedding. Somebody used this strategy to get a wedding. I don't know that that's going to happen. What's this sudden wealth with 5G in Arizona for the collective? Thank you. Somebody's in sorrow because somebody sees wealth in Arizona or something about Arizona made somebody upset. Minnesota, lovers, Minnesota. This person may be demonic. Yeah, death. See, somebody here embraced something that was toxic. Somebody from Minnesota. Now, I'm not saying all people from Minnesota are toxic, but something here in Minnesota, or someone from Minnesota. And here's this loyalty to the grave. Loyalty to the grave. I told you there's another loyalty. Loyalty to the grave. God's grace in its various forms. Should use whatever gift. Why is this fake marriage certificate here? If this person was loyal to the death, this doctor, somebody is something is going to explode about something having to do with a child. Somebody here was not really married or something here. What's this name? Female. Somebody was servicing someone as acting as if for something. Or somebody was I don't even want to say, what's this web address in despair? Yeah, now somebody is this in despair because of the rumors that they once said about you or something that they did here or that they were married or they're married and a father or in a fake marriage or whatever they're in. It is hindering them from ever being in your uh area. You see, this person wants to reunite with you amidst all of these rumors that people are talking about your website and stuff. What is this Lincoln Street? They might have done something with regards to you on a website. I don't know. There is service there and cryptology and cryptology. Yeah, somebody here, thief. Okay. Lincoln Street. Someone wants to arrival. This is if this is the opposite sex, but somebody who is also a rival, or it can be seen as somebody who wants to rival for someone else. They want to come back in your life just because someone else is courting you, maybe. Vermont, this is a soldier, paranormal. Somebody is being haunted by somebody in the service in Vermont, by somebody who was in the service. This is a mule. Somebody carried a message. Fire. I told you. Somebody here carried a message that something was burning down. Something here wasn't going well. Of misfortune. but they wouldn't stop whatever they were doing. What's this main female? Somebody believed that someone would come to you because they couldn't get a marriage out of this person I'm getting. Look, this is somebody who's fake, falseness. Main female wants to tie the knot with David. Whoever David is. But they're fake. They're doing it for stability or to give their child a family. Maybe they got pregnant by somebody else that's in jail. I did this reading once before. Somebody could have been in jail and they hooked up with somebody that was maybe in the military or somebody that they wanted to have, a father for their child. They might even be have, men coming in and out of the house. They might have children from different parents. I'm getting possibly. What is this gift? Premeditated, but this is all thought out. Oh, this is all thought out. Yeah, they're waiting. Somebody here is waiting for someone. They're waiting for this gift. So, but this person's about ready to tell them something, some unfortunate news. Because unless the Lord builds the house, so they can't, and this is your house, it's saying it's protected. The divine is just is telling you that there's something going through the court system. Somebody helped someone to somehow get into a fake marriage to take a house from you, possibly here. Okay, maybe something that was sent to you, someone got married off of that information, this all this money, and they laughed at you in the process, got married, did all of this stuff, and then this person may have um may have ended something with you to pledge their loyalty to somebody that they thought they were having a child with, who really wasn't in a good way, but was servicing them, you know? And now they want to come back to you and steal from you. This person's running out of money. That's why. There's something here that's not, but I don't understand why they had to do a fake marriage certificate. I, that, that doesn't make sense to me, but it makes sense to somebody out there. Um, Possibly so they could steal from you, come back into your life, and then steal from you. That's what I'm seeing here. But this didn't, and I'm seeing here also too that they might have um tied the knot with somebody named David for a house. But, and even though they tied the knot with David, there were you know, other people that could have been the seed to this family dynasty, as it were. So I don't know what else to say except for someone here is worried about getting married to someone, possibly because they've serviced someone in some way and they feel that they are entitled to a wedding. Possibly, they might even tell somebody that they're the father of their child, you know? So I don't know why we don't already know this, but it's telling you that this gift, whatever this house is gonna be, there's gonna be paranormal activity in this house if they don't surrender it. Something about that, something that was supposed to be yours. Okay, I will talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Really, thank you so much. It means so much to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for don't not letting the situation be your circumstance or the circumstance your situation if it's not. I really appreciate it. Thanks again. Bye.